Hello, my name is Lars Helgeson. I am the founder of GreenRope, and thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to learn a little bit more about who we are and what we do. I'd like to describe a little bit about where we came from, and then talk about where we're going and how we can help an organization just like yours. We started back in about 2000 doing email marketing, and we've grown from there to solve a lot of different problems that organizations face on a regular basis. Really, the best way to illustrate what it is that we do is to use our company name, GreenRope, as an illustration. So if you think about what a rope is, it's really a combination of strands. And a rope is strong because there are many strands that are wound together. And that's the same really philosophy behind what it is that we do. Really what it comes down to is integration. So integration means a lot of things to a lot of different people, but to us what it means is creating efficiency and growth through combining different functions in a business together. So efficiency, which drives growth, and there are also a lot of other ancillary benefits that come from this, but we'll focus first on how we can help an organization such as yours. So in this strand, in this rope, what we see is sales, we see companies that have marketing, we see companies that have operations. We have all these things that a company does, and if we can combine them into one software system, through this integration we create efficiency, and that creates growth. So I'll talk a little bit about how we do that in a little bit more detail, but first let's focus on an organization like yours. Every organization is a little bit different. You probably know it very well. So let's start first by what is your mission? So think about it. How do you describe what it is that you do? Are you selling a product or a service? Are you a membership organization? Is your mission to create communication? Is it to create revenue? Is it to help the world? What is your mission? So when you put that in context, you think about all the different things that have to happen for you to be able to accomplish that mission. So the biggest component usually is sales. So this sales usually comes in the form of a funnel where revenue comes in. People will come into your website, to your social media channels, through any different number of means into a sales funnel where you then sell them on your product or service, or you maybe get them to donate if you're a fundraising company or nonprofit. Maybe if you're a membership organization, you get them to join your organization. In all cases, this sales component is what feeds the fuel to allow you to accomplish your mission. So there are other components that help you do that. So most organizations have some sort of marketing, some way to communicate what it is that they do to the rest of the world. And maybe that comes in a lot of different forms. Email marketing is a common one. You've got mobile marketing, whether it's using an app or a SMS text messaging. Most companies have a website. Most organizations have some sort of presence on social media, and then some also do some offline, whether that's sending direct mail, phone calls, whatever the case. There are also, when it comes to accomplishing the mission, most organizations have some sort of a project management effort. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you use software to do it, but most people have some way of organizing what it is their actual mission is and accomplishing that mission. A lot of other organizations will also do event management. So maybe you run an event, maybe you run a conference, maybe meetings, whatever the case. Having events usually tie in with your mission in some way. You also have, most organizations have some sort of customer interaction. So whether that's service or support or however you describe it, there needs to be some way for you to keep track of how you talk to your customers, whether if they need help, whether they need to come to you for whatever reason. So as you can imagine, if you have different pieces of software doing all of these things, it can turn into a nightmare very quickly. And that's really where we came up with the concept behind GreenRope. We started here doing email marketing and realized the better that we can integrate email marketing with the rest of the way an organization works, the more effective that email marketing would be. Usually if you go around and you talk to a lot of different email marketing service providers, you'll find a lot of commonality. You know, the ability to design an email, to send it out very quickly, to get tracking information. But a lot of times email marketing tends to stay in its own little silo. And that's where the problem lies. Because like email marketing, event management probably will run the same way. Usually, when you have information about who's attending events, what the registration options are, how much money you've collected, usually that information stays in its own silo as well. Same with projects, same with customer support. A lot of times salespeople are left out on their own to kind of do their own thing, and none of this information flows up to them. And that's really where GreenRope steps in. GreenRope is a tool that allows you as an organization to do all of this together. So that if you have email marketing, that information can flow in and affect your mission, and then it can also go and affect your sales, which of course makes your salespeople more effective because now they have a clearer idea of what your customers want, and that can drive sales up. Same with mobile, same with people visiting your website, same with social. All of these will feed information into your organization. Without a tool to help you organize all of that information, it gets lost. Generally, in a large company, you might have a floor plan, you know, and your salespeople might be sitting over here, and your you may have your marketing team over here. You may have senior management over here with a nice corner office with a window. You might have you know, your support staff over here, and generally these people don't tend to talk to each other. The information that they gather tends to stay in these separate silos. And that, again, is when the use of a very powerful piece of software like GreenRope allows you to take this information and break down these barriers so that now all of this information can be shared amongst everybody else. So you as an organization, of course, can control how that happens through GreenRope, but having the ability to combine this together makes you more efficient. So a lot of times you have an organization that will say, okay, well, we have a piece of software. We have CRM software to help us with our sales. So a lot of times customer relationship management software, that's you know, a common term for software that people use to help drive this funnel. You've got event management software, and you may have a company that's managing your website and your analytics that you might learn from people visiting your website. All of this software, though, if you're trying to combine it in one place, requires developers. It requires someone to go in and figure out how does that data come in and get combined together. And that's really the strength in GreenRope, because now you have all these different components in one. And what does it create? Integration creates efficiency. So when you have efficiency, you then have the ability to grow. We are all in a competitive environment. Regardless of what industry you're in, regardless of what mission it is that you serve, everyone is in a competitive environment. You're competing for people's time, you're competing for their money, competing for their resources. Efficiency allows you to accomplish your mission in a way that allows you to grow more quickly. So saving you time, saving you money, making your salespeople more effective, all of that is what GreenRope does. So you don't need to buy a separate piece of CRM software. You don't need to buy a separate email marketing software. You don't need to buy separate event management software or customer service support management software or project management or social media or print. We do all of that within GreenRope, and that is our mission, to help you be more successful. We have a sales team and a support team that can help you get started, whether you want to start small and ease into this, or if you'd like to talk to us about strategically how you take a whole organization and move it from using maybe 10 different pieces of software into one. We're here to help you. We have quick start programs that will help you do that. We're here to help you get from point A to point B. So feel free to stop by and check out our website, look at our free trials, look at our quick start programs, lean on us because we're here to help you. Thank you very much for your time, and we hope you enjoy using GreenRope.